And we are live. Welcome, brothers, to another show. Apologies for being a little too late. I was trying to pull up the backup Facebook group, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it. Since you are okay. So, welcome, family. We in the building. We're a little late, but we here. We here right now. We go check in real quick, man. We're gonna go ahead and get the flowing. Yes, we do have some unfortunate news. We're gonna let a few more people come in the room, and we're gonna go over that. Okay, guys. So we do have some unfortunate news today. All right. Shout out to the chat. Let me go ahead and shout out a few cats out in the chat, man. Shout out to TMX1, says BMT Columbia. Appreciate that, brother. J Hodge Podge, interesting topic. I hear Spirit Airline Terminal for Florida, Miami. It's in the hood. Okay, brother. Son of Israel in the building. We got Charles Jones, longtime member in the group. Shout out to Charles Jones. KFN 305 says BMT, Black Man Time. Yeah, I was a few minutes late today, brother. Marjester Thornton III, what's going on, brother? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We up in here. We are up in here. Rafael Garcia says, what's a PUA coach? A PUA coach is a pickup artist. It is a pickup artist. We got 53 in the room. That's what's up. We in here. Fellas, do me a favor. When you come in the room, go ahead and hit that like button for your boy so we can go ahead and get this party started. He said I have a horrible echo. Okay, let me check the echo. Let me get that down real quick, fellas. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me fix the audio. We go ahead and get the flowing. Let's see, testing. That's it. Cancellation on. We should be good now, fellas. We should be good. All right. So it says no echo. No echo for me. That might be your headphones, brother. We got Carbon Snell in the building. Yeah, we gotta get Kenny back on the group, man. We gotta get the travel game back on the group. He's been doing a lot of traveling lately. So, fellas, as some of you might already know, the private Facebook group was disabled by Facebook. I'm gonna go ahead and bring Cardell on a little later. He's getting settled right now down there in Sosua. But the Facebook group was disabled at 7,400 members. Now, it's been a lot of guys hitting me in the group, giving a lot of conspiracies. No, Facebook disabled it. It wasn't nobody flagged the group or anything like that. It was no, ulterior motive for anybody, any other members from any other groups. Facebook disabled the group for nudity and sexual activity. Now, keep in mind, the post that was flagged was not a nudity post. It had no woman on the post whatsoever. The post that was actually flagged by Facebook was a stock post. Okay, it was 4 screenshots of Robinhood of some stocks that had went up in value. And the guy that was I'm not going to mention the member's name because I don't want you guys to blame the member. He made just a regular post. It had no woman on the post whatsoever. It was no nudity whatsoever. The post was simply stated that black men give knowledge, Negroes don't. That was the post that got flagged, unfortunately. So more than likely, the Facebook group will get put back up. It's in review right now. If they look at that particular post, they'll see, hey, this is not even, there's no nudity, there's no sexual activity involved. It's just a brother simply saying that black men should give information to other black men. Now, keep in mind, the group is named Blackmentravels. So with that being said, we're going to have a lot of, not admins, but people that work for Facebook are going to particularly pay attention to a group of 7,400 black men. So that's going to be expected. But in my opinion, man, I do believe that the Facebook group will get back up once it gets out of review, hopefully. But if not, we have Blackmentravels 2.0. The link is in the description. So, fellas, do me a big favor and join Blackmentravels 2.0. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the chat as well. Let me go ahead. Yes, Tony, the Matrix is always watching. Right. My brother, Rohan, what's that? Rohan Munson says, of all the posts to flag, exactly. That's why more likely the Facebook group will be back up, hopefully. That's my thoughts. Yeah, JX, the N word might have caused it. But like I say, they disabled it because of nudity. So there was no woman at all on the post whatsoever. They say we need all boycott Facebook. Yeah. Okay, he said the sounds great. And you know, it's a lot of people happy that the Facebook group is down right now. You better believe it. If you look at the thumbnail, I say the PUA haters, because you actually have some pickup artists. You have a lot of moles in the group. You know, there's a lot of moles in the group. So this is a chance, if the Facebook group doesn't get back up, to kind of, feed through some of the BS members a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, hold on. This is better than you start not going anywhere. I'm more concerned about the vaccine passports and why it can come into effect. Okay, yeah, for sure, brother. All right, like I said before, Sean M., the Facebook group was disabled by Facebook. Nobody flagged anything or anything like that. Nobody tried to, because we do got some moles in the group. Nobody tried to send Facebook any message or anything. It was typically flagged because a brother had posted about stocks and screenshotted some stocks. Okay, so once Facebook reviews it, more likely the group will be back up. Hopefully, like I say, if not, join Blackmentravels 2.0, which is in the description, fellas. Join Blackmentravels 2.0. Like I said before, man, when you got 7,400 brothers traveling the world, doing business, handling business, you're going to be watched with that magnifying glass by the social media guys, in my opinion. And it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So we in here today. Like I said, I got Cardell coming on a little bit later on. He can explain it too as well. He's been an admin in the group for quite some time right now. The thing was, we all kind of saw it coming, and that's why we was working on the app. That's why we're currently working on the app. We're going to go ahead and push out the social media version of the mobile app now, like probably the next few weeks, man, to go ahead and start building that community on up. And features will get improved as time goes on. But we really do need our own platform as brothers, man. We need our own platform because, like you said in the chat, people are always watching. People are always concerned about what black men are doing, where they traveling the world, handling business, opening up businesses overseas. The YouTube channel is still up and good standards and everything like that. That's why I wasn't too worried. The Facebook group is very valuable though, but it was very monitored. Like they monitor a lot of the comments, which we have no control over. We'll get a lot of flags because of the comments, which the admin, like I said, has no control over, unfortunately. So there were, some instances where me and Cardell, shout out to Citizen Lou, that we had these conversations that, hey, man, we got to really start building not only this platform, but our own platforms in general, period, man. Because some people might see that as a threat. 7,400 black men with similar interests in a niche market. Okay. So that being said, it is time for not only Blackmentravels to have its own social media app, but it's time for brothers, period, to start wedging their way off of these social media platforms that are so limited in our speech, because black men typically have not had a voice like this in quite some time. And what you're seeing with this internet revolution is black men coming to the forefront and saying what's really on our minds without regard. Before social media, we wasn't able to really drive a lot of narratives after the 60s, after the civil rights movement, right? You had all these shows that were, I would say, feminine leaning shows like Oprah, other shows like that. A lot of feminine leaning media outlets that would demonize the man. And you see that the man is one of the most important roles in the family structure, which is the foundation for a community. It all starts off with the family. So black men in particular have been very limited on the things they could say for quite some time now. And when you have a group of black men, especially black men that are making moves, that are sharing information with each other, valuable information that can change each other's lives, it's going to be watched. Okay, it's going to be watched. It's going to be ridiculed. It's going to have that magnifying glass on it to see, okay, what are these 7,400 black men really talking about? Because you got to understand, a mere maybe 60, 70 years ago, no, I'm going to say maybe about 100 years ago, it was against the law for more than 3 black men to stand in the same room together. You can look it up. It was against the law for black men to congregate with each other. The only time we was able to congregate was really on Sundays in the church. All right. And we all know in the church, the church has its own little bylaws and, politics behind that as well. So Blackmentravels were one of those Facebook groups that, I always felt, we were going to be watched, we were going to be monitored pretty heavily. But the good thing is, we know the audience is there. We know the brothers support. The brothers don't mind giving out, information game to help fellow brothers. Like I say, the post, that particular post was very revealing because the post was simply about stocks. It was just about stocks. It was a brother that was saying, hey, man, if you would have invested in these stocks, you would have made this amount of money in this certain amount of time. And the brother that's always giving stock tips has been pretty much on point since he's been in the group. So I'm not going to say the brother's name because I don't want brothers, to inbox him saying, hey, man, you got a group taken now. Maybe it was the N word that he stated. Maybe it was, but that wasn't what Facebook said. Facebook particularly said that it was nudity and I believe sexual activity, which there is none. We don't even approve posts with any nudity on them. But if Facebook does stay on the BS and they want to keep the group down, for right now, do me a favor, guys, and join the Blackmentravels 2.0 Facebook group. When I get off the stream, hopefully it's like at least minimum of 1,000 members because it's a lot of good game in there. Okay. Shout out to the chat. We got Grow God in the building. Says people don't want black men to travel. I definitely agree with that. Now, as far as going back with the simps and everything, listen, man, it's a group. It's 7,400 men, man. Everybody's not going to think the same way. People are at different levels in their life. You got brothers from 65, 70, all the way down to 18, 19. My nephew probably I think my nephew like 22 or something right now. So everybody is not going to be thinking the same. And for the most part, we let brothers post what they want to post as long as it matched up with the community guidelines that we have. Right. So we let brothers, talk, go back and forth. Sometimes you get a lot of inbox messages about different brothers, maybe come that brother's wrong. We try to keep everything respectfully, but you got to understand that, men are going to speak the way they want to speak amongst other men, bro. And in certain instances, a lot of brothers was not used to that because we're so used to having women around, having groups from different groups of men around. That's not our similar culture, right? So it's always been like a filtered speech that we would have to speak to each other. But in Blackmentravels, you got to really saw the raw conversations, which is really important because you shocked to see how certain brothers think about certain things. You be like, damn, bro, I didn't know brothers even thought like that, but just the mental aspects of the information that you receive in the group on how different brothers think about certain things. Now, the good thing is about the group is the group was based mainly about business and travel. The women were just, like I say, like more like the icing on the cake. It was the candy of the group, a little eye candy here and there, but the women were never nude. Okay. They were never doing anything sexually or anything like that. They were just beautiful women. Once again, that's why the group is always under a magnifying glass, man, because believe it or not, some people in this society, this dominant society that we have to, navigate through, don't want to see a group of heterosexual black men exchanging information with each other. Okay. Specifically black men that like beautiful women. That's a problem. That's another error code. You feel me? When they see, okay, because they want you to settle. They want you to settle so you can get out the game. And the game has always been and will always be who can dominate the resources on the planet. All right. Despite all the other stuff that brothers are talking about, other groups of men talking about, all the social distractions, all the sports, everything else, all the celebrity news, all the gossip. At the end of the day, it's about one thing. It's always to be about one thing in this world. All right. What group of men can dominate the resources? And guess what type of men usually dominate resources? Guess what type of men? Heterosexual, masculine men. All right. Dominate this game of resources. See, they want to flood your brain with sports, with jewelry, with music to keep you socially distracted so you won't go for yours. Because at one point in this world, black men control all the distribution channels to the majority of the resources, especially coming off the Silk Road, going to the Middle East and to Europe, Eastern Europe, from Africa, right? These men had militaries of thousands of men. These brothers were extremely organized. You had the Moors, you had the Ashanti people, you had the Zulu people, okay? So what they want to do, they don't want to see that arising again, because right now a lot of brothers realize that, hey, man, we really all we got. Our women, some of them, yeah, some of them, no. Once you realize that you really all you got as a group of men, and you're supposed to have each other's back like everybody else does, like the Asian men do, like the Native men do, okay? You'll realize that, hey, man, we got to be in the winning. We got to fight against these resources. But what they want to do is they want to keep you occupied with chasing females. They want to keep you occupied with chasing females, all right? They want you to chase for female validation. That's why I have such a huge problem with the PUA coaching movement in the community, because I feel like black men are taking too much time and too much of their resources focusing on, what some people would say the pink sleeve or whatever, focusing on women. When women have always, when you become successful, when you follow your purpose, the women will be there. The women will be there. And truthfully speaking, women respect you more when you belong to some certain organization that they know means business. It's the same thing if you tell a woman, hey, I work for the CIA, hey, I'm in the FBI, hey, I'm in the military. Women respect groups of men, right? They respect organizations more than they respect just one person. That's why the mafia gets so much respect, right? Now, not in comparison with Blackmentravels or the mafia. I'm just saying that it's good to be associated, because when you're associated with a group of people, that means protection, okay? That means protection. And some people are going to be like, okay, I would met this brother, but this brother is part of this certain movement, this group. And I don't want the backlash from the other 8,000, 10,000 brothers that I might receive. So that's why they're going to always, especially in social media, look at what are black men doing. You got people right now studying groups like this. They see Blackmentravels, they realize, okay, this is a group full of black men, 7,000, damn near 500 black men. Hold on, let me check. You know what? Ban, get them out of here. We don't want brothers getting together. We want brothers to be what I like to call one-man armies, the Rambos. We don't want brothers to be able to connect. Like I said, remember, it was against the law 100 years ago for 3-4 brothers to stay in the same room outside of church. That's very interesting. That's very interesting that we can congregate in church, but we can congregate anywhere else. Let me shout out to some brothers in the group. Shout out to my brother Jay Clyde. He's in the building. Shout out to my brother Grego in the building. Let me hit some of these super chats. Shout out to John Hill for the $9.99 super chat. I really appreciate that, brother. We got 155 in the room. That might be a record, man. Jay Skill say compromise. Supremo, co-ed travel groups are the worst. You know what? That's very true. I'm glad you said that, brother, because I see some of the other groups, I think Black Travel Movement, just some other Facebook groups that are like co-ed. And nobody's really keeping it real in the group, because the brothers trying to impress the women trying to stun on the brothers trying to outstun each other. It's not really a movement. It's just, people trying to link up and do whatever. Brothers going to always try to, throw dirt on other brothers to try to get the girl. It's just, it's not really going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Blackmentravels group was like nothing else, man. and it still is. But it's very good just to see brothers be able to connect, brothers to be able to ask questions, brothers to be able to network. I'm telling you, man, is no money worth in the world than seeing brothers with the BMT shirts on in Rio, brothers with the BMT shirts on in the DR, in Colombia, in Cartagena, Medellin. That's a powerful movement, man. That's a powerful movement. Brothers leaning towards not one thought process, but just leaning towards traveling, like, what I'm saying, progressiveness, basically saying that, we ain't got to have all our rocks in one area. We can spread them out a little bit. We got brothers, we got boots in the ground in all these different countries. That's very powerful. Like I said before, stuff like that is going to have a magnifying glass on it because you're doing something different. You're a part of something now. Facebook is like, wait a minute, they got brothers in here. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, they're talking about crypto. They're talking about stocks. Remember, the Facebook post that was flagged by Facebook was a stock post. It was a stock post because they want to be able to cap off the talents of brothers, right? It's always got to be somebody from another race to always have to kind of be able to be at the very top of it, whether it be the music industry, whether it be the film industry, in any industry. It's got to be somebody from a dominant society basically saying, capping off the talents of black men. When you found out that all these apps were built by young black men, you wouldn't even know it because they suppress it. You look at the media, you're going to always see, what sister did this, what white guy did this, but you'll never know that, it's a lot of black men behind a lot of driving new tech right now, but it's always going to be suppressed. You got black men that have cell phone companies, but you'll never know it. That's the purpose of Blackmentravels YouTube channel, to show brothers, because a lot of brothers don't even know that brothers got restaurants in Cartagena, brothers got hotels in the DR, all right, brothers got entire buildings in Colombia, brothers got rooftop lounges in Colombia. They don't want you guys to know this type of information because this is what motivates you to think outside the box now. Oh, wait a minute, I can start a business overseas. Shout out to our brother Edie Cole. If you haven't watched that video, the biggest secrets of financing an overseas business, check out that video. It's in the part 2. We're going to drop the other episodes this week. Information like that is very valuable, man. Very valuable. Let me go ahead and give a couple of shout out. The Rubber Band Man with $10 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. He says the problem is the group should never be Facebook, should be on private website, which is true. When you have it on the public platform, you can regulate it or cut it off. Granddad said never tell people what you're doing. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. And we are working towards that. We had a conversation about that. We've been working towards it for a while now. We have the Blackmentravels website. We actually do have a social arm to the website as well, but it's not as crisp and clean as the Facebook group. So as we was building the Facebook group, we was going to start transferring Reddit off of the Facebook group social media into the private website and the mobile app. So we are on the way to doing that. All right, fellas, another shout out. If you are in Medellin, Colombia, shout out to my brother Rob at Vibes Sports Lounge, Rooftop Sports Lounge. If you are in Colombia, man, check it out. We're going to have a BMT day party. If you got your BMT shirts, wow, man, rock them. We're going to be deep. This party is going to be great. It's at 3 p.m. on tour. I got my brother, DJ J Brown, on the ones and twos, one of the best DJs in Medellin. So if you're here, man, slide through. It's on top of Epic Hotel in Parque Yeres. It's the BMT barbecue day party. I got my man, Alex, on the barbecue, man. This dude throws down in the kitchen, man. Throws down in the kitchen. So this is going to be the best barbecue you ain't had in a while, especially if you've been in Colombia. We got a $50 super chat. Shout out to Anthony Russell with a $50 super chat. He says, brother, I don't know if you're doing this already, but Gary Vee throws up a phone number to build a text list. And do you have an email list set up? Marketing, one love. We do not have an email list. Okay, we do not have an email list. But I'm going to inbox you, brother, Anthony Russell. If you follow me on Facebook, as a matter of fact, do me a favor. I'm going to go ahead and drop the email in the chat, man, and do me a favor and email me so we can chop it up about that. Okay, Afford. You know what? I'm gonna get another crypto guy on here, possibly sometime, maybe Tuesday. He's asked, is a new crypto update video coming soon? Yeah, we haven't did a crypto bros video in a while now. I know a lot of guys are wondering what's going on with crypto, myself included. Okay. But if you got the bread, man, I suggest you average down, because crypto is still anticipated to hit what 100,000 by the end of the year, possibly 20,000, 25,000. I can see Ethereum definitely hitting 20,000. Don't sip on the Ethereum and the other altcoins as well, man. But I like to bring experts that's in that space on before you listen to what I got to say, because I do listen to a lot of brothers like Bitcoin Bobby and Satoshi Steve. They're the ones that's really the subject experts in that matter. So I'm gonna get them on possibly Tuesday, if not this week, definitely next week. Definitely next week, fellas. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop a link. If brothers want to come on, the only rule is no cursing. Kind of keep it respectful to the other guys on the panel as well. And we'll start talking about building our own platform as black men so we can have a voice. I just dropped a link in the chat, fellas. I'm gonna drop it once again. And do me a big favor, man. The link is in the description. Join the Blackmentravels 2.0 Facebook group. Join the Blackmentravels 2.0 Facebook group, fellas. We're going to go ahead and build that back up for the time being. Hold on, let me catch that last comment by J5 Fly Travel Repeat. He said, you see what the agenda is. We don't fit their narrative or programming. I'm going to go ahead and read some of the comments until I get some guys in the room. A quick suggestion, you have to start the BMT website and also have to migrate slowly off these big tech companies. I can agree with you more, brother. I could not agree with you more. All right, we got Delano Music in the building. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing great. What's on your mind?
I got mostly questions for you. Like, how are you going to moderate who is let into the apps? Because I feel like that's part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You got a bunch of these people that are blatant haters of what we're doing. So I would just wonder how you're gonna just moderate who is in, because I'm real. Most of these people that's calling in are real,
Right,
So
exactly.
that's my main concern.
You know what, man? Me and Citizen Lou talked about it. Me, Citizen Lou Cardell, we've had a few meetings about it, about putting a paywall up. We do feel like that will stop a lot of the riffraff from coming in there, because cats won't even give you $1. They just want to come in and hate. So the paywall would be one option. Also, I think when we get off Facebook, it'll be easier to validate people, because they got to actually sign up and give you the information, stuff like that. So hopefully that'll help. What's going on, brother?
What's going on,
morning, brother.
Hey, what's going on, Rubber Band, man? How you doing, brother?
Fine, brothers, man. Hey, I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for having the group, man. Like I went through a bad process about a couple of years ago with a bad breakup, man, and I found you and SYSBM, man. I'm telling you, man, you brothers are the tip of the spear, man. You brothers are the tip of the spear, man. You have really inspired me at 45 years old, man. Even though I was in the Navy for 4 years and I traveled, I love traveling. I definitely know how black men are perceived overseas. Our reputation is funny, man. It's much better overseas, because if you go to these places, man, you basically see us. You see us in the architecture. You see us in the historical. So the people know who you are. You know what I'm saying? That they know. I'm telling you, just someone, they know who you are, man. And I guess this is just time and evolution is just causing black men to travel, because there's an old saying in it was an Arabic saying, man, when a society starts to decline, the men leave. and start society brand new places.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. And like I said, we always travel this world. We was the first group of men to circumvent the globe. A lot of us just don't know that. You know? Sis, what's going on, brother?
Man, what's going on? Salute, my bro. I definitely
salute, bro.
I definitely wanted to talk about the app.
Mm-hmm.
So here was the issue, right? We were running into. So I realized that half the group was Android and the other half was Apple, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got in the new M1 MacBooks, they don't have an Android emulator. So I was telling you I couldn't make the apps for the Android. But the good thing is, man, like now that this has happened, you know, I don't know. I thought we had a little bit more time or whatever, but I'm just gonna throw away the app idea. We're just gonna kind of have like a mobile intensive, just a web app, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're gonna do. Man, we got to get this app up. Need it.
You cutting out a little bit, Citizen Lou. You cutting out a little bit, brother.
Android and Apple. We really don't need an app at all.
Hey, Lou,
you know, we just need like how we go to Facebook.com.
Go ahead. All right, Citizen Lou, we'll let you back in, bro. You might come back in. Delano Music, you still there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. I just put myself on mute.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna let Citizen Lou come on back in. But like I said before, man, this was anticipated. I knew at some point, you know, because we always got messages from Facebook, and they will flag the most silliest stuff, man. A lot of the comments weren't even that, you know, that serious. But unfortunately, you know, they just did disable the group. So, fellas, once again, join the Blackmentravels 2.0 Facebook group, and the link is in the description. So, what are your thoughts on this, the Delano Music?
As far as starting a website, I think that's
right. Starting a website.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we need to do. I mean, for legal purposes, anyways. Of course, there's certain things that we need to just watch out for. As far as I'm not too sure what other people are doing, but some illegal activities, please try to avoid that stuff. But I think the website is necessary. And it's funny that you bring it up because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos as far as YouTube shooting a lot of, oh my God, I don't know what to call you guys, but influencers down as far as shutting down their site because they may not agree with certain terms with YouTube or Facebook. And it's becoming a reoccurring problem. It's getting bigger as of late. And I think the best thing to do for anyone now is to have their own website. Mm-hmm. You got to funnel your followers to the website, man. It'll help you in the long term, man. But I think the website is the best way to go, especially for what we're doing.
Can y'all hear me? Am I good now?
Yeah, you good now, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, no, like I can't see his name, but he's 100% right, man. And that's what we were, you know, gearing toward. And we still developing, we're getting things going. Hey, this is kind of the site that I'm getting inspiration for the brothers. Can I share my screen, Aaron?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna share my screen to help just kind of give a visual to what you know what the end product's gonna look like. All right, I'm sharing it, bro.
1 second. Let me.
All right, cool. So it's like you kind of see how they got places here, and they have like, you know, you can add to your favorites. You got like internet. They got, you know, people can rate like the internet and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they have like a forum section. I'm just kind of giving just because it's, you know what I'm saying, just a visual for the people. Mm-hmm. So it's in the works, man. We're gonna and here's what I was telling y'all. That's what I was telling y'all about this map where I was saying the geotagging. Mm-hmm. So they have all this, you know what I'm saying. So that's pretty much what the concept is. It's not going to be that specifically, but that's just something to, you know, to look forward to.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does look pretty good, man. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
And
I wasn't
it'll be right
expecting
on
all
time.
that.
Yeah,
Be right
on
on
time
too.
too.
Yeah, man. Nah, that was beyond my expectations. I'm not even gonna lie. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, we're gonna get this thing rolling, man. Woo.
Let
Don't
me
worry.
ask this question. No, we are not closing down the YouTube page, guys. Okay. Everybody asking, you put the YouTube page? No, the YouTube page is in or the channel is in good standing with YouTube.
Yeah,
Because most of the content is business oriented, travel oriented. So we don't have any issues on YouTube. I know the thumbnail, kind of catch people like what it means the end of Black Men Travel. No, we're specifically talking about the private Facebook group that was disabled this morning, unfortunately. Roll Band Man, you there?
Yeah, I got something to say on that, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. I just think, man, I just think the system is getting very scared of what black men are doing. I think since this past election, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you fall on. Black men will the scapegoat for will the scapegoat for everything. And I think brothers are slowly waking up. Yeah, for everything. And I think brothers are starting to wake up and they starting to see that, hey, you know what? This system isn't for me. The only thing this system wants me for is to make money, to put up with abuse, to put me in jail, to overtax me, takes my resources. So brothers are starting to go places where they appreciate it. You know, so it's kind of like being in a abused situation. Okay, you're getting punched in the face. Okay, when also you know what? I'm tired of getting punched in the face. I'm leaving. Then the minute you say, "Oh, the person who's abusing you," they're begging you not to leave now. Okay. I can't stop you from leaving. Okay, you ain't falling for the same tricks again. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop you from leaving. I'm gonna try to lock the door, take the keys, but what they fail to realize, it's like a house. There's the windows, there's the attic. I mean, there's a way for you to leave. I'm just proud of just seeing that brothers are waking up, and what they're trying to do is shut it down. They shut down your stuff. They're going out they're going after Passport Bros. They're going after SYSBM. They're going after all these different groups where black men are starting to think for themselves and leave, which is a good thing, but also too, brothers got to be a little bit smarter. We got to have stuff like this, like BMT, on a private website where they can't come in.
Exactly.
Big fan.
100% agree, bro. 100% agree. Once again, for guys that you're getting in the room, we're not talking about the YouTube channel. We're talking about the private Facebook group that reached about 7,400 members. It was disabled by Facebook. It wasn't anybody trying to switch on the group or anything like that. Hold on, let me mute that. Give me a second, fellas. Okay, it wasn't anything like that. And the post that they were speaking of was a stock post. It was no female on the post whatsoever. It was simply a screenshots of a Robinhood account, and the brother was saying, "Hey, black men need to invest, or black men give information, Negroes don't." Basically, and that's the post that got flagged by Facebook.
And I want to piggyback on what the brother said. I see this as it's a minor setback for a major comeback, and
good point.
And because we need this, man. It's just like the old Negro. Have y'all heard of the old Negro travel guide?
I did, yeah, I sure did, yeah.
Because I told you when I was in the States and when you was in Colombia, I was just waiting. I was just waiting until you gave an update on whether the lockdowns was over yet. So brothers need this information, So it's like I said, minor setback for a major comeback.
100% agree. We got a 5 super chat from the one JPTV. He says Facebook banned my page 2 years ago for promoting my passport's pimp page and never looked back. YouTube, Instagram is where it's at. Passport pimps for life. Shout out to the one JPTV. I really appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate that. We got Grego in the building. Shout out to Grego.
Hey, +2, brother.
Hold on 1 second, bro. He says, I'm surprised I would have guessed it. Do I've been those weird bull swinger posts? Okay, bro. Go ahead. Roberto, man.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, brothers, on the same thing too, man. Hey, these females in America, especially like the BW, man, they starting to wake up and realize, hey, time out. These brothers are leaving. You know, a lot of them start looking around. Hey, whole time out. These brothers ain't chasing. You know, these brothers aren't chasing us no more. You know, I mean, that's on the side. I remember a couple of years ago, you had Abaya Anzant. She was on the TV show on one of Oprah's channels, man, and she basically was shaming these brothers into dating sisters and basketball and the wild thing is all three of these, all the I think it was 1 of 3, like it was like, yeah, all 5 of these brothers had passports and they were traveling, and you could tell that bothered her. That bothered her a lot. These brothers were traveling and shit, and they were trying to shame these brothers into basically they're dating these BW. So I mean, all these women are starting to wake up. They slowly seeing that, you know what I'm saying, the demographics are changing.
Mm-hmm. That pool of simps and betas that ain't there no more for them. Not at least as much as it used to be. It's thinning out. You know, thinning out more and more as this movement grows on, because brothers with passports know they have better options overseas 9 times out of 10. So that's what's going on right now. Shout out to Mufasa Shabazz.
Excuse me, can I put in my 2 cents real quick?
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, sorry about my voice, man. My team Chelsea just won, and man, my throat is crazy. But anyways, yeah, I feel like, first of all, you can only be a feminist in a first world country. Second of all these women pushing this feminist movement, what he's saying, they're waking up. They're realizing they're 40 and single. How many women really want to be 40 and single, you know? Mm-hmm. It's catching up to them, man. So maybe it's a little bit too late. Eventually, I feel like give another 20, 30 years, it'll start reverting back to, all right, let's get back to traditionalists. But it definitely is a wake-up call as far as everybody getting a passport and traveling, you know? Mm-hmm. It's definitely a wake-up call, man. But me personally, I've already had too bad of a taste with these women here, so I'm just sticking to foreign women. It's my preference.
Let me go ahead and get a cash shot. Yeah, most definitely. You know, it's funny, man, because once you get a submissive woman in your life, you'll never look back. Yeah, you'll never look back, man. Whoa. You know, and it's so refreshing because most brothers, you know, have not really seen a submissive sister like that. And when you see one, you meet her, you be like, "Oh, I like this. This is dope. I like being the leader of the relationship. I like setting the rules and the tone of, you know, the programming of our relationship. And that's how it's supposed to be."
Exactly. And what they don't get is that a submissive woman has more power over a man than a dominant woman. Mm-hmm. Because if a woman's so submissive, you want to do more for her. She'll get more out of you than a dominant woman will ever get out of you. Mm-hmm. And that's a fact. Because I know if somebody's taking care of the family, taking care of my food, why am I trying to get rid of her? You ain't gonna want to cheat on you. Like, yo, I gotta go home. I got this beautiful woman. She taking care of the family. She got me. She holding me down no matter what. You gotta stay with her. And they don't get that. It's like they don't want to be like what their grandparents were, you know? Mm-hmm. It's bothersome. I don't know what caused this. But hey, again, I'm sticking to foreign women. It's just my preference. I'm happy. I don't care what they say.
Hey man, it's kind of like this. I listened to a podcast last night, and someone said that the black community in America they call it the hyena clan, whereas was that Kevin Sanders? Yeah, man, it's like the female, the children, and the man is last, but the female wants to pick and choose when the man is the lead. They'll say, no, okay, yeah, I want you to be a man, but I want to pick and choose when you're to be the man, because I just got out of a 14 relationship like that, and it wasn't until I read what's the brother's name? There's a Baba Tunde's book, the Negro Wars. I read that, and I started listening to you and S1, and I started putting a lot of this stuff together. And I think the problem is in the Black community is you have a lot of sisters who are growing up in single parent households where they don't know how to interact with a man. And but they only know how to interact off what their mama has done, because their mama ain't got a man. Their mama has had men coming in left and right. So now you have a generation of sisters who can't, I hate to say this, who can't function as wife. Then they look at the Hispanic chicks or the sisters from south of the border, and they're throwing their hands up and wondering, okay, talking about, well, why is she able to get this American Black man and I can't? Well, you got to look at her family dynamics. There's a patriarchal father there and a matriarchal mother, but the woman submits to the patriarchal father. Therefore, they continue the cycle of producing women who are done compatible for marriage and that you can build an empire with. You know what I'm saying? Like today's modern sisters, they want you to have the empire already built. They just attach themselves. And when they get tired of you, they can come and take half your resources. That's why you hear with Kevin Samuel, the women calling, well, I want somebody with resources. Basically what they're saying is we want you to have already built. Then they get upset when Becky or Maria or some chick from Asia comes in and actually builds with you. Then you actually wind up going off with them. And see, or even
an Afro-Latina chick. Any chick outside of America, really.
Yeah. And right now, I mean, look, I'm 45, man. I've seen it, but I just couldn't really put it together, because the times I traveled overseas in the Navy, I was treated with love and respect by foreign women. And it's like, I wish I was wiser there, man, because I would have embraced that a whole lot longer, because I grew up in a single parent household, had my mother telling me, don't bring home no white girl. And you kind of get programmed with that over time. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of run from that. But hey, once again, I ain't gonna take time, man. I just want to say, man, I appreciate the show, man. I mean, you brothers are the tip of the spear, man. You definitely have inspired me, man.
Appreciate that, brother. Citizen Lou, you back? Let me go ahead and get my camera back ready, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm back, bro. I didn't like I said, man, we definitely working on it, brothers. It's coming down the pipeline. Time frame maybe September. But because we got, I got other things to work, but we definitely gonna push this. We're gonna push this going for you brothers, man. Because we need it, man. We need it. And I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat. Let me ask everybody in the chat. Do you guys want a forum? That's what I've been kind of thinking about. Like, what do you guys kind of what do y'all think we should kind of go with there? Like a forum? Like with different, you know what I'm saying? Like a forum site. Hello? Is my Wi-Fi messing up?
Nah, you good.
Nah, you good, man. I mean, the little static. There's a little static in the background, but and that is fine.
Let me turn the camera off. That's what it is. But yeah, man, we're gonna get this. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing rolling, y'all.
Yeah, man, most definitely. We got to get off of the social media gods platform so we can do our own thing.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Our own version of Switzerland.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody else got one.
Facts.
Somebody said we need a black Reddit.
Man, you know what, bro? We need our own social media platforms, and we really need our own crypto too.
We do.
Be told.
We definitely do, brother. We need our own platform where we can say what we want to say. That's why I didn't like, deleting people's comments in there, even if they was like saying stuff. Because I mean, I just don't agree. But brothers shouldn't be, silenced. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's opinion needs to be heard. Somebody taking
Shout
a
out
bath?
to the one JPTV. Who's that in the background?
That's not me.
Somebody taking a
All right,
bath.
we that. All right, shout out to the J1PTV for the $4.99 super chat. He says, "My mama said that too, but they can see how bad womanism would damage the future generations of females." Yeah, most definitely, man. The funny thing is, you do have a high single mother rate out here in South America, but even that being said, you still have the culture to kind of still lay down that foundation of, women's role. So even if they didn't grow up in a two-parent household, the women here are still a whole lot more submissive than they would be in the States, because they know they need a man. They know they're supposed to be getting some type of direction from a man. The man should be the leader of the relationship, regardless of if they grew up in a two-parent household or not. And the good thing about it is the women are so plentiful here that even if she's not buying by your program, you can simply get another one with ease. With ease.
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. That's all right. That's all right.
Boom, there we go. We back on. Shout out to my brother Joaquin for the $5 super chat, man. He says BMT forever, man. I got with my brother Ja down there in the DR a few times. I met him out here in Medellin, man. And good brother, man. We have a good time together, man. I think he's on his way back to Medellin now, though. I think he said Sasua was okay, but he likes Medi a little bit better. So shout out to my brother Joaquin, man. Good dude, good brother. Man, I was telling guys in the video yesterday how here in Medellin you have a lot of good days. In the States, in the Matrix, man, it's like a mental drain because it's always, like the brother said before, rubber band man, everything is our fault. Somehow, some way they're gonna have to try to spin it for it to be the black man's fault. I don't care what it is. It could be a tornado or something like that. It's got to be something to where it's spent negatively onto black men, and everybody's going to eat it up too. So I was saying in the video yesterday, man, that in Medellin you just have good day after good day, and it's great running into different brothers, just out here, and then they all have a similar story about what they was going through in the Matrix and why they left the Matrix, and it all boils down to either a messy situation with the job or the women. That's the reason they out here, and you hear a lot of good stories. And the funny thing is, sisters will say that we only out here for the women, we only out here for the exotic, like Latino women. Most of the brothers are still dating Afro women. That's the funny part. Right, Citizen Lou?
100%, bro. You're right. I told you we went to that Jenny Lyles. I thought we were in Atlanta. There were so many brothers with black people and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got you. You're 100% right, brother. A lot of brothers out here do like Afro Latinas. Like, I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah. And what's the difference in your opinion? Because you speak Spanish fluently, Citizen Lou. What is like one of the major differences than the women in the States and the women that you've dated out here?
That's a good question. I mean, that's a good, bro. It seems like the women here, they're interdependent. Like they're taught to be interdependent instead of independent. Mm-hmm. They know like to submit to a man. They understand they role. They know they, what I'm saying? They're not in competition. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It works out perfect. They've been raised properly, and they don't have none of that. All that crazy baggage. All these niggas ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's awesome, man. That's why I keep telling brothers, man, don't listen to none of these haters on you. They don't know. They never been. They don't know what's right.
But they still will make comments on it though.
Yeah, like, 3 hour, 4 hour live streams.
Yeah. Never left the country. Never, we got some guys, some people, okay, they're trying to apply for their passports, but what they're gonna do is they're gonna come out here, they're gonna go through the tourist area, the little monger areas. They're gonna make a bunch of negative comments. That's what they're gonna do when they get their little passports. Instead of really exploring these countries, man, and really dive into the culture. It would change your life, most definitely.
You got to learn the language, man. If you want like a serious, you got to be either have time in out here, or you got to be invested to get something good out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be here 2-3 days. I don't want to. I'm definitely not selling dreams. I'm gonna let people know right now. You're not gonna pull up a day and just, what I'm saying, and just be having your life. I'm just saying, like, you gotta be invested. You gotta stay here. You gotta learn the language, interact, network with other brothers out here, and you're gonna have a great time, man.
You're gonna have a great time, man. It's a beautiful thing seeing brothers from DC, New York, LA, Atlanta, Mississippi, Florida, all being able to connect because in the States, we're a little regional. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Miss from cats, they catch from New York. Atlanta's a different city though, because Atlanta we rock with everybody. But I know a lot of other cities don't do it like that. But we used to just rock because people started moving down when I was in high school in the early 2000s. So it became more of a transplant city. So we used to rocking with dudes from DC and Cali like that. And that's what I love about being overseas. I love to hear how brothers grew up in different states and different areas, man, because it's all similar. We all got like little similar backgrounds. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and catch this $10 super chat by Trick Lessons. He says, "What do you think about infiltrating Black Junction? The site is similar to Facebook. The groups can be isolated to algorithm censoring, and the owners are Black men. Better than dealing with the dominant society." I'm just gonna say that. That's a good point, man. Have you heard of Black Junction, Citizen Luke?
No, it's my first time hearing about it. I'm actually looking at it right now. I'm about to. I've never heard of that. Let's see. Oh, social media platform. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, it might be your own people that might hold you back, so I would be wary of that.
But at the same time, too, though,
Yeah.
our site is gonna be kind of geared more toward travel. Like more travel services, more features related to travel, like things. You know what I'm saying? Like things you want to know about an area before you go.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's still, but that Black Junction, I never heard that before. That was the first time I heard that.
Yeah, I think I've heard. I think I might have seen it once or twice on Facebook. Shout out to the brother M Sloan with the 40,000 Colombian pesos super chat. I have linked up with the brother Wednesday night. We went out and had a good time. He asked, "What's good, Ferris and BMT brothers? It's your fam Dre." So if I'm understanding now, coming in late to the group, it's going away. Stay safe, brothers. Right now, the group has been disabled by Facebook for violating the community, I guess, sexual activity and nudity, which the post had no nudity. It didn't even have a woman on it. To give you guys who just not getting here what's going on, the post was a simple screenshot of a Robinhood account. I think it was 4 different companies, and the brother was saying that Black men give information. Negroes, he didn't say Negro, he said the other word, Negroes don't. And that's what got the group disabled for right now. So right now the group is just in review. Hopefully, they see the post and say, okay, there's no nudity here, and they put the post back up. Put the group back up. If not, we do have the Blackmentravels 2.0. You can join that group. I think I just checked in. There's like 185 members or something like that right now. So we're rebuilding that group as well, just in case we don't get the original group back. But the topic of this conversation is Black men building their own platforms, right? Their own social media, not just for this brand, but just in general, so Black men can continue to have a voice out here in these international streets. Right? Okay, guys? So, yeah, man, that's where we at right now. Shout out to Xavier Lancaster. I'm not happy if anyone's at the post. Okay, brother. Shout out to Cash Flow Hustle. He says, download YouTube channel videos in case you know who tried to delete this channel. Yeah, I have all the YouTube videos downloaded as I go, bro, just in case. Because, YouTube is a little bit more lenient, in my opinion. You still got to be careful what you say on YouTube as well. Eventually, we want to have all our own social media. But Facebook, I'm telling you, man, they flag everything and anything. And it'd be like the most lightest comments. You'd be like, what was, you know what I'm saying? The brother didn't even really say anything. That's why you can't get upset about, the group getting down, because everybody was following the community rules for the group that was posted for the group. No nudity, you know what I'm saying? No sex videos, and there were none for the most part. So unfortunately, it was definitely something else because you know how dominant society rolls. You know how they roll, man. When we've all had these jobs, right? When they fire you for something they really wanted to fire you months ago about. It's the same thing with Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I think back in the day, I used to get fired from a lot of jobs, man. I used to be late every goddamn day. So, when I worked for the beer company, Miller Lite, I was like 22, 23. They just stopped writing my ass up. They were just like, man, we give up on him. He gonna do his job. Don't worry, he's gonna be here. But what they'll do is, if they don't like you, if a certain supervisor doesn't like you, he'll find any excuse to fire you, right? And that's what it seems like here with the Facebook situation. Everybody was following the rules. Didn't nobody snitch on the group. Didn't nobody send Facebook an email. There was no outside people trying to damage the group. It was literally, they identified a post, and it was literally brothers talking about money on the post. So it is what it is, man.
Hey, look, I'm telling y'all, man. I mean, I'm serious about this, man. Hey, brothers leaving and setting up shop in other places, it is scary because you feed the system. We feed the system, man.
With our bones.
Sports. Yeah. I'm just telling you, man. If brothers are starting to exit out, when the society starts to decline, the men start to leave, and with the men leaving, that's a problem for the dominant society and the scraggle-daggles that come with it. So therefore, they got to shut down any. I think. Your group and some other group. I think yours had what, like 28,000, maybe, roughly 28,000, maybe. I mean, that's a lot of people there who travel and doing commerce overseas and taking resources. I mean, that scares people. You gotta understand, man. I mean, this is political too. I mean, by me working in my past, I worked in politics. I worked on both sides of the fence, Democrat and Republican. I worked for Bobby Scott. I worked for George Allen. And believe me, when you're taking votes off the table, I mean, those are potential votes. Those are potential donors. Those are people who contribute to the dominant society who really don't give. Basically, black men don't get nothing back from the dominant society. They take from us. And now that brothers are leaving, and they know it and they see it, it's scary. Now it's not in a mass drove where they just start going on a straight dumb media blitz, because Essence did an article about 5-6 years ago about black men going to Brazil, but no one really picked it up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your girl on Oprah, she tried, no one's picking it up. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's watching, and they getting scared when they see BMT, SYSB, they getting scared. So you know what? Let's go ahead and cut this early.
And you know what's so funny? I believe Charles Jones in the chat said it, bro. He said it earlier. If we so bad and all these, and we all these names, right? Then why y'all got such a problem when we leave? I don't understand that.
Cause everybody want to be black, but don't want to be black. Simple as that.
You right. And they hate to see us leave. Aaron, you on mute, Aaron.
Yeah, they really do hate to see us leave, man, because we are the talent pool. If you look at the history, black men drove the Industrial Revolution, right?
Yeah.
My grandma has a poster with, I think, over 100 black inventions. Well over 100 black inventions, from the refrigerator to the stoplight. We was driving the Industrial Revolution from behind the scenes, but a lot of us can afford to patent our stuff, and our inventions will get taken. So they know this. Some of these apps that you use every day are designed by black men. You feel me? But they want to hide our talent. They want us to be known for sports and entertainment. That's where they want to push all our, talents to. But you have a lot of black scientists. You have a lot of intelligent black men, driving America to the forefront in, competition with the tech world, with, China and other countries. It's just more so behind the scenes. So when you have brothers like us, these intelligent brothers that are leaving and not participating in the social system of America, they see that as a major problem because we're not told that we're the talented 10th. We don't believe that we're the talented 10th. But believe you me, the dominant society knows where they're getting all their stuff from. Okay, they know. They're just going to hide it so to not motivate, this black movement to be, independent and work for ourselves. Because when black men start to invent things and start to, do things for ourselves, that's when you're going to see the dominant society going back into the dark ages again, because they can't rest on the talents of black men. I think it was Rupert Murdoch who said that. I think Byron Allen asked him. He said, "What type of content you think I should go for to grow, my television stations?" And he was like, "Sports." Now, the most watched sports are what? Sports that black men are involved in. They take every other type of sport, whether it be hockey, all that other stuff, even baseball. The most watched sports are always going to be basketball and football because you got black men jumping out the gym. You know what I'm saying? You got black men, 250 pounds, running 4.4s off the line. It's that talent that they're worried about leaving the States, man. That talent.
Yeah. I mean, look at Tiger Woods. When Tiger Woods was sitting out for a little bit, they were suffering. When he came back, oh my God, golf was like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus, he's back. We have viewers again."
And think about it, man. The Tiger Woods won the Masters about 2 years ago. That was the highest rated Masters ever.
Mm-hmm.
It broke records that he won the Masters. I mean, the Augusta Golf Course said they had lines of people. They had people. Now, I'm from a small town in Mississippi. Anytime we got a high school football game, you got people parking on side the highway and stuff. People will park inside the highway to come and watch Tiger Woods. I mean,
bro,
they watching Tiger.
what part of Mississippi you from, bro?
Oh man, I'm from Wayne County, Mississippi.
Oh, I'm from Meridian. What's up?
Oh well, what's up, fam? Yeah, man, yeah. You like
Mississippi in the
45
house?
And we rivals, man. Hey, that's what's up, man.
Oh Lord,
we cool right now. We cool right now.
SEC baby, SEC baby all day. No, man, but like I'm just saying, man, is and the thing that scares them with BMT said was, look, man, these resources are going to Brazil, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, wherever a black man feels he can build some at. That's a threat to the system. That's a brain drain right there. That's a talent drain right there.
Perfectly said, brain drain. No, I'm saying that's perfectly said. Brain drain. It's a brain drain.
Yeah, it's a brain drain, man. And therefore, now, let's say hypothetically it's at about 15%. But say in 10 years, shoot, that's just at 30, 35%. That's a huge dent in the economy right there. Because now Costa Rica's benefiting from it. Colombia's benefiting from it. Brazil's benefiting from it. So other places are benefiting from black men bringing their talents and resources somewhere else. And so now that's a problem. And the economy is going to affect it. And the economy, you're going to feel the effects. It's going to be a ripple effect in the economy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a ripple effect in the dating pool. It's going to be a ripple effect in NFL, a ripple effect in the NBA. Because every time they try to replace black men in the NBA, they got to fall back on black men. Every time they try to replace black men in the NFL with, with somebody from across the border, it never works. Because the American black man is the economic engine. Come on, man. You had Goldman Sachs give black women $10 million, but study shows sisters ain't building businesses like brothers are. A black man can build a business with just a twig and a damn rope, and no money. And a black man out of jail will find a way to build. Whether he calls you telling or something, he gonna build that business with no money and no resources. And to this day, that still bothers the dominant society. Okay, we ain't giving these brothers loans. We ain't giving them grants. We giving it all to their women, and they women not building business like the women aren't building businesses like black men are.
Mm-hmm.
They want me. This whole BMT thing is a sustainable business that's created. You know what I'm saying? Off of them. I mean, hey, last time I checked, I don't know your finances. I didn't see Goldman Sachs give you $10 million to start BMT.
Just, hey, you would have saw me driving. You would have saw me driving the tank if they would give us that money.
Hey, you know what?
They would have started World War III if they would have gave me some bread.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man. Go ahead.
You know, I want to say this real quick. I was watching a video a while ago. It was about like they were talking about the people of Israel and why they're so successful, right? And this guy was kind of breaking it down. And one part he said is that like they have an invisible network around the world. You know what I mean? It's just an understood network that they have amongst each other. And it's the same, and it's the same thing we build in here. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like I think this network is valuable. That's what I think, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I thank you, man. Like, this is beautiful. It honestly is beautiful, man. You know, I've always been traveling throughout my whole life. I'm only 29, but I haven't been able to really make connections with black men as far as traveling because my mindset's a little different. I'm from New York. So, like, this, along with what Charles Tyler has done,
rest in peace,
yeah, man. Like this really means a lot. I don't know if you realize that, man. This really does mean a lot to your viewers, man. So I truly do appreciate it. That's why anytime if I get a chance, I hop on because I'm like, I gotta support this, man. What you're doing is beautiful, man. It's truly beautiful.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Because when I first started, you know, I had a lot of doubters. You know, black men don't have passports. Black men ain't gonna learn another language. I don't know if because when I named the website Blackmentravels, you know, the lady at GoDaddy was like, they do. I didn't know Blackmentravels. You sure you want to name it that? I'm like, damn. Yeah, this is. I'm like, this is not professional right here. You know what I'm saying? Not very professional, and it's funny. I remember when I knew when I had something when I went to Brazil, though, fellas. Because when I went to Brazil, at that point, you still needed a visa. And I go to this office that expedites your visa to go to Brazil, and it's a sister that's sitting in the office, and it just boggled her mind that I was going to Brazil by myself. She was like, okay, wait a minute, why are you going to Brazil by yourself? I'm like, well, I got a couple of guys out there. And she was like, oh, okay, so you going out there for a woman, or you going out there with a woman? Like, and I said, okay, this must really mean something here for her to be so concerned about, you know, why I'm traveling. You know, and that's when I knew, okay, I got something here.
Yeah, because brother, you ain't supposed to be doing that, man. You supposed to be here dealing with the scraggle daggles and deal with child support, baby mama, Pookie and Ray. I mean, you ain't supposed to be doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't supposed to be traveling. You supposed to be in the matrix, slaving away, and dying in the matrix. I mean, that's the key thing. See, yeah.
Go to the club. You know what I'm saying? What you saying, Lou? Go ahead, Lou. What was you saying? The club and what else?
I don't know. I think his audio.
You on mute. You on mute, Lou. You on mute. That's why I take you off mute. He says BMT will rise again. But what I think my brother was trying to say, there you go, Lou. You back? Okay, I think Lou cut out. You know, what he was trying to say is that, you know, brothers pretty much, you know, you get caught up in that rhythm of living in the matrix, living in, you know, the neighborhood you grew up in. That's why I always suggest, please, brothers, get out of the neighborhood you grew up in. I don't care if it's another state, maybe even another city. That's your first step. Get out of the neighborhood that you lived in, man, where you grew up in, brother. That's going to be a big step to your progression as well. And get your passports, man. If you haven't got your passport, get your passport, man, because it will change your life, brother. It will change your life. All right. Citizen Lou, you back yet, bro? I guess he's not back yet. He must still be on mute. We got a 5 super chat in the building. Says, got him going. Thanks for accepting in the group yesterday, a.k.a. Gabrielle. Appreciate that $5 super chat, brother. Yeah, bros. The big Facebook group is disabled right now. Hopefully we can get it back up. But for the time being, join the Black Men Travels 2.0 Facebook group, backup Facebook group. Lou, you back in the building, bro?
Yeah,
Yo, Lou,
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay.
My internet been acting up. Yeah, I just wanted to say, hey, I'm gonna see y'all at the barbecue and vibe. Gene.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody, it's at 3, right? 3 to 8.
Yeah,
What it is?
we're gonna be there. Yeah, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. We having a BMT day party, barbecue day party at Vibes Night Rooftop Lounge in Parquilleres, brothers. So if you're in town, make sure you stop by, man. We're gonna be up there. It's on top of Epic Hotel. That's Epic Hotel. So if you just put in Epic Hotel, the Uber will take you right to it and just go to the rooftop. We're gonna be up there. We're gonna be in there heavy. If you got your BMT shirt, man, make sure you rock your BMT shirt as well, bro. We're gonna be up through there. Xavier said, I want the BMT 2.0 shirts. I'll make some 2.0 shirts. That's a good idea, actually. So yeah, brothers. For brothers that just got in the room, we're discussing building our own platform as Black men, so we can continue having our voice. We can continue to build a movement. To tell brothers, hey man, guys, get your passports. You do have options. Black men are valued all over the world in all different types of countries, man. They do value brothers. So, brothers, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the show. Any last words from the guys on the panel? Delano Music, I'll start with you.
Is there so when are you going to give us information as far as like donating towards that? Like, and would you keep us up to date with the process of setting up the website?
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and give some updates probably this week, man. Because I know a lot of guys want to know, what's going on with the group. So we're going to definitely go ahead and get that started this week. If you need it, you can email me personally if you have any questions, brother, too. Blackmentravels@gmail. That's for any brothers that want to email me. If you have any ideas or anything like that, you can email me. Keep in contact with me. But if you haven't already joined, make sure you join the 2.0 so you can ask your questions there as well. Appreciate you coming on the show, Delano Music.
All right, man. Thank you.
Rubber Band Man.
Hey, man, I'm just going to close out, man. Hey, man, thank you for letting me hop on the show. I definitely joined the Facebook group. Hey, you got a website too, right?
Blackmentravels.com. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, I'd rather join that than join Facebook. So I'll join that. And like I say, brothers, we need to be connected, man, because I work in the liquor industry. And I'm seeing a lot of these boys from the Diamond Society setting up their distilleries overseas because, I mean, it's just a lot that I've seen working in the liquor industry, man, and the freight. I mean, there's so many businesses that we can do from the freight industry to import-export, stuff that you can have on your laptop and make moves and stuff, man. Because like I tell you, this society is on the decline. And anytime you see it on the decline, the men start leaving. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, they don't want us to leave. So when the ship goes down, the Diamond Society wants to bounce, but they want to keep us here. So, hey, brother, man, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep pressing on the site. Just the only recommendation, man, just start gravitating everything over to your private website, man. Why? Because, you know what I'm saying? This is the first shot. You know what I'm saying? They coming again.
Good point.
Again.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean,
good point. This was the
yeah.
first shot. You're absolutely right. This was the first shot.
Yeah, I mean, they coming, man, because you got me home, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I hate to say this before I ease off, but I remember I listened to my man, the Mad Bus Driver, and he said this it was very deep. He said Farrakhan gave a speech a while back, and he said when the time comes to an end, the dominant society will give you his woman. And everybody thinking that it was his woman, but really, it's not his woman. It's the woman you think that is your woman. You know what I'm saying? And so
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cloaking it because I don't want to get your channel pulled. your channel pulled. But brothers, it's time to leave. It's only a small percentage of sisters that are willing, American black women that are willing to be down with building an empire. It's time to leave, man, because you see everywhere else you go, you know what I'm saying, you're treated with respect, you got a good reputation, and brothers are building businesses. Because I've seen your channel. I saw the brother, what's it called Sweet Georgia Pie, the restaurant in Medellin he got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so you got brothers building businesses. You know what I'm saying? You, other brothers, man. So, hey, man, salute to you, man. Thank you for the show, man. Hey, man, you know, next time I get 10 to chime in, I'll chime in. I'll definitely join the website, man, and keep doing what you're doing, brother. Peace.
All right, appreciate that,
I'm out.
brother.
I'm out.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. All right, fellas. So to sum everything up, man, the private Facebook group was disabled this evening, well, this morning, rather, for a post about stocks, brothers investing in stocks. If you haven't, you go ahead and join the Black Men Travels 2.0 Facebook group. As you join that, that's going to be the marketing tool to get you guys to join our own social group, social media group that will be on our private Black Men Travels website as we get that together. And fellas, if you in Medellin right now, we're going to do a BMT barbecue day party at Vibes Rooftop Lounge. It's in Parque Yeres. It's on top of the Epic Hotel. So put Epic Hotel in your Uber or your Cabify or your in-driver. Just type in Epic Hotel. It's at the rooftop of Epic Hotel in Parque Yeres, man. We're going to be lit. We're going to have a good time. My man, DJ J Brown, is on the ones and twos. He's one of the best DJs I've ever heard, man, from France. Really dope DJ. And we got my man Alex in the kitchen, who's facing some really good barbecue, man, for you fellas. So, brothers, and of course, ladies going to be there as well. So, brothers, stop by. If you're in Medellin, holla at your boy. And once again, join the private Facebook group, the 2.0 backup group. And on top of that, man, I want to thank all the brothers that supported by buying the BMT shirts and the BMT merchandise as well, man. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. So we're going to keep this movement going. We're going to keep this movement strong. Peace.